Hi, Chef Joe with Healthy Kids Inc. and today we're going to be making our Southwest turkey soup. Alright, so we've got our large Dutch oven here heating up over about medium heat. And we're going to go ahead and begin browning off our turkey. Alright, season this with a little bit of salt, some fresh cracked black pepper, and some chili powder. Also going to add in some cumin. Really kind of bring out that nice smoky southwestern flavor. And a little bit of garlic powder. And at this point, really what we're looking for is for all the pink to disappear, get a little bit of color on the turkey. And by that I mean just let it get a little bit brown, a little bit crunchy. That'll really add some depth to the finished soup. We're going to drain off all of this excess fat that comes off of the turkey, which won't be a whole lot because it is a leaner piece of meat. You know, your poultry is much leaner than if we were using a beef or even pork. But we are going to go ahead and drain off that fat just to make this that much more healthy. And in order to kind of get some of that browning that I'm talking about, to let this get crispy, we really need to get rid of the moisture. So again, that's another reason for getting rid of the fat. And once you can see that the majority of the pink has disappeared, like it has at this point, in order to get that color, we are going to have to go ahead and drain it. So I've got a bowl and a strainer here. I'm going to go ahead and drain it off, return that to the heat. Okay, we're going to let that get a little bit of color on it now. Looking good. All right, I'm starting to see a little bit of that color developing. Keep this moving because you don't want it to burn. Let it set for a second or two to get a little bit more of that caramelization on the turkey. Move it around a little bit more so that it doesn't stick. Then we can begin adding in our other ingredients. We've got our salsa. We have our chilies. Really get those nice southwestern flavors going here. Stir that in. Really building the flavors in layers here. That's what I love about soups and stews. You really just layer in that flavor. It's going to be a really hearty dish. Okay, got that going. Now we're going to go in with our corn. Look how beautiful that looks already. That's fantastic. We have some cilantro. Adding some in now, and you can see I also have some reserved to garnish with. Look at the beautiful colors of that. Okay, we're going to go in with our beans. Okay, now we're ready to add in our stock. I'm adding in my stock and then a little splash of water too. Really stir this together. Okay, now at this point, we want to bring this to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, you let it boil away for maybe 1 minute tops, and then you're going to not kill the heat, you're actually going to turn the heat way down and let it simmer for about 10 minutes. If you have half an hour, if you have an hour, let it simmer longer, but all it really takes is the 10 minutes to simmer, and then you're good to go. This is something that, to me, is even better the day after you make it. It's even better the third day because those flavors have had a chance to kind of come together. That's why I love making large pots of soup or stews and then eating off of them for 4 or 5 days at a time. And I'd be lying to you if I said I didn't do it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner sometimes, just because it's one of my favorite things to do. So at this point, I'm going to cover this, let it come up to that boil. Like I said, we're going to let it boil away, really kind of concentrate those flavors for a minute, 2 tops, and then uncover it, turn the heat way down, and let it simmer away for 10 minutes or as long as you've got, and then it's ready to go. So we're going to cover this, and we'll come back and check it out after it boils away, and we'll show you where we're at then. All right, as you can see, this is now boiling. We're going to let it boil away for just another 30 seconds or so here, and I'm going to go ahead and crank the heat way down to low. It'll continue to boil, and that won't hurt anything until it cools down a little bit more. But we've uncovered it, and now we're just going to let it simmer away, let these flavors develop for about 10 minutes, or as I said, if you've got half an hour to an hour to let it simmer, that's great. If not, this is also one of those things that we're doing it in a Dutch oven here, but say in the morning you want to throw it together, put it in a crock pot, put it on low, let it simmer all day long, come home from work, it's ready to go. So it's another great dish. But like I said, this is one of those things that tomorrow night, the night after, this is going to taste even better than it does right now, because those flavors are going to have a chance to really develop and come together. This is exactly what we're looking for. So we're going to let this simmer away for a few more minutes, and then we'll bring you back and show you how to finish it up. All right, at this point, this is simmered away. It's looking good. So at this point, you can kill the heat, and we'll plate this up, and we'll show you the finished product in just a couple of minutes.